STS here again. Hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe button, get it out there. And yeah, we're back with Lady Crown. We don't stay down, we stay up. We don't chat pop, but it's not real talk. It's another midweek catch up. Let's tap into this one here. Greetings to you all, and I hope you are having a blessed day and a great life as well ahead of you. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, like I like to say.
Yeah, well, we're here back at the beautiful allotment, and you know what? I keep saying it, and I will continue to say it. The sun shines on the righteous.
No,
Yeah, you see my t-shirt here. Yeah, the sun. You get what I'm saying? Sabersnow.org. Big things happening with that political party. It has the political cover that it needs in order to expose Wagwan out there. Yeah, we have to tame it down because we're on the TY. Yeah, or the UT. Yeah, we're on the UT. So I'm just going to use language where uno overs without the little bots them with them up. I said, ooh, 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 she said, ooh, 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 he said. Next minute, Ellie Calf, you're sinting. So, yeah, the sun shines on the righteous, and I know the sun's shining on uno out there because we are the righteous and the chosen ones. Trust me, in so many ways. So, yeah, greetings to you all. Wednesday, great day. Every day is a wonderful day because it's a blessing to be here, to get up out of your bed, do what you gotta do, you know what I mean, to feel, to laugh, to cry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, count your blessings.
Yeah, absolutely.
Count your blessings.
Yeah, so it's absolutely it's a blessing.
Look out for Friday.
What's happening on Friday?
11th of November. 11/11.
Oh wow. 11/11/2022. Wow.
I mean,
imagine when you see that on the clock though, when it actually comes up on the clock.
Imagine everything's in alignment.
Wow.
I mean, that's a manifestation day for people. Set your intentions. To be one of love and positive outcomes for your life, and it will manifest due to your action. Key thing, due to your action as well. It's not just about thinking it and feeling it. It's about living it.
Yeah.
In order for it to really manifest for you.
Oh, brilliant.
So
we had the blood moon last night.
Oh yeah, you did say. Yeah, the blood moon
biggest
as well.
one.
I felt the energies. I had a mad dream. Mad dream. Yeah.
Yeah. There's for those of us who are in the know or are really feeling, then you know that there's a shift on the planet, and it's taking place in so many ways. Some things are just taking place in front of your eyes, and there's many out there that just can't see it. They might have an inkling that something's not quite right, but they can't put the finger on it, despite the fact that there's a great big elephant in the room, and it's hard to ignore an elephant, but that's what most people do. They just keep going along to get along, and if somebody says jump, they ask you how high do you want me to jump, because they don't question anything, and that's what that lovely place called school does for you.
Yeah, the school education system teaches a lot of programming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Limited belief system. You
Mm.
know what I mean?
No critical thinking.
Yeah, that's what it gives us. Doesn't teach us about economics, about self, and about the world as a whole. And this is why a lot of people go through the education system and don't come out ready for the world.
Yeah, messed up
You know
actually.
what I mean? It's sad, because the children have got high potential, all of them.
Geniuses.
But when you condition them and program them, there's only so much most of them can do, because some of them do elevate out of that and make it and become successful. But as we know, it's not the majority.
Exactly. And what type of success? If we're talking about success in terms of, they went to university.
Materialistic.
You see what I'm saying? They're still in that low vibration.
It's not spiritual.
Yeah.
Because you're not taught that you're a spirit. You're not taught how powerful you really are.
Yeah.
You're taught to go along with the agenda in terms of the matrix, and you know what I mean. Having a high paid job is good enough for you.
Yeah.
And that's all that's all that you need for life, and family, children, and you're set. But you're not set within.
No.
That's the difference. You can be set outwardly. It looks beautiful because it's a great image. You've got your children, you've got your family, everything looks brilliant. But within, most people aren't happy.
They're not.
They're acting.
And all of those things
what I mean?
that you might have.
Yeah.
can be gone in a click of a
just
finger.
like that,
Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But when
blink
you
of
got
an eye.
love and real family,
Trust me, real love,
that
man.
never dies. As Sebi said, never dies.
It never dies.
You know what I'm saying? So the
Trust me.
physical things will vanish and fade away. And there's lots of people now who find themselves in, probably good circumstances in terms of their net wealth, but they're not aware of what's taking place on the planet. This massive wealth transfer. And recently, I've had suggestions on my YouTube that I tune into, and a lot of them have been people of the faith, men and women of the faith, and I've watched two in the last couple of days, and they were, surprising enough, they were both talking about Shiba Inu, which is a cryptocurrency. I mean, there's probably, I don't know how many trillions of the tokens out there already. It did pump last year, and people did make quite a lot of money of it, but when I hear people of the faith who call themselves Christians talking about the Lord giving them this prophecy or this vision, and one woman spoke really, she knew nothing about, the thing is about these people, they knew nothing about cryptocurrency until this revelation came to them, because we're in the great reveal, the revelation, end times, yeah? So the creator, as I call the all, because you can't take anything from all, you can't add anything to all, is the all. I don't know about the other names that that describe that's it's greater than you. It's hard to describe that which is greater than yourself, because I mean look at the world that we live in, and that's the world that we know, what we think we know, because we've only been shown a small portion of what really is here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So so when they start talking like this, and I'm listening to them, I'm thinking, you know what? Whoever you believe in is showing you that there's a wealth transfer taking place, and your creator, your God, does not want you to come off in a bad way. So it's saying to you, look, do this, do that, get a wallet, get this cryptocurrency, because it's about transferring the wealth, because all that fake money that's out there has to go into the new money. It has to. So if they realize what's happening, not if, they already know what's happening, because we've got a system that's actually collapsing as we speak, and they start funneling this money that they've got offshore into these cryptocurrencies, they are going to rock it. And the only those that are in position and are positioned themselves will benefit, because if the train's left the station, guess what? You can wait for the next train. And that with cryptocurrencies might be another 10, 15, 20 years, or might not be at all, because there's only going to be a handful of them that will actually survive. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is the time, and I thought that was really telling, that these people were prophesying about this particular currency, cryptocurrency, because I don't think you've heard me mention it, Shiba Inu. It's 0.00001, something like that. I mean, you can get a ton of them, for a couple £100. This is not financial advice. Nobody said, oh, Lady Crown, something for good buy. I'm just telling you what I observed in the last couple of days, and that's happening for a reason.
You know what, I remember Dame Dash saying something that really stuck with me. She would say he's a CEO as well, and he's a great businessman, and he said that God's currency is love. He said he'd rather have love than money. He said that the money is there, it's a great tool to use, but he said it's man-made. We put value on the money, but he said love, you can't. He said it's way more valuable. It's going to sustain you and your family. So that's what you have to grow up and realize, that it's not really about the money, it's about whether I'm happy or not doing what I'm doing. And the way he was giving a breakdown, you can tell, trust me, he's really talking from knowing, real experience, knowing that, the money's beautiful. It can really help you on your journey. But if you're not happy while earning that money, it's not really... trust me, it's not really benefiting you, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people put more importance on money than themselves, and this is why we've got so many issues in this world, because money, like Dame Dash said as well, again, it said it really can be really evil, because it really controls a lot of people's minds. It did so with me when I was younger. Trust me, like a lot of people are controlled by this monetary system, but they're not controlled by their own system that they should be setting up within them and creating their own system. So when you're talking about cryptocurrency, it can be used for good and bad, but it depends on how you how you use it. And trust me, a lot of people need to really tap into having more love within their life, not money. Money is just a byproduct. Love is what you really need, and more of us need to love one another. It's not about this money thing. This money thing is a big distraction. Trust me, it's a massive distraction for a lot of people, because we're in a world where, you know, we're putting more importance on objects than people.
I think
that's the world that we live in right
yeah.
now.
You know, in terms of what the couple of people that I listen to, what they're recognizing or realizing is, you know what, a gun can harm somebody, a gun can protect you. You get what I'm saying? It's about the intention when you've got it in your hand.
Intention and energy behind it.
You know what I'm saying? So what we have to actually all come to terms with and realize is that the system as we know it is coming to an end, and it's important to preserve your wealth. Now the wealth is going to be transferring from the hands of the wicked to the hands of the righteous. When you have wealth in the hands of the righteous, what do righteous people do? What do good, loving, caring,
They
sharing
make sure
people?
that they use it in a good way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now it's been in the hands of the wicked, and we know what they've done with that, don't we? They've brought governments, literally brought governments
Countries
down.
as
They've
well,
taken over
yeah,
countries.
yeah.
You've got this hegemony that the USA has had because they've had what? The reserve currency linked to, they call it the petrodollar. They had an agreement with Saudi Arabia. We'll protect you. You provide us with the oil. Make sure you pay for US dollars. Guess what? Saudi Arabia no longer have that contract with America. That 50-year contract's up. Guess what? Who they're joining with? Yes, exactly. The BRICS nation: Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and Saudi Arabia, and a whole host of other countries. If you think for 1 minute with America throwing Russia out of the SWIFT system, so they could do no longer doing the interbank transfers nationally, internationally, whatever, and lick them out of it and actually seize their assets, that harmed Russia. Oh my God! You see, when somebody does something to you to limit your ability to thrive, and not just survive but thrive, you now have to start thinking outside of the box. This man or this woman or this entity has had control over whether I eat, where I sleep, if I'm warm. You get what I'm saying? This is an external entity from you.
That's what I was talking about earlier. We have to build a system within us now.
Yeah.
You know, the monetary system, yeah, you can use it for you, but your system within is so important because it controls how you use the money. You get me?
That's what I'm saying.
So everything's interconnected. You get me? So this is why I'm saying a lot of people need to put more importance on the love for themselves and their families first. You know what I mean? Then you can use the money in the right way. If you haven't got love, if you're living in fear, you can live in fear and have a lot of money. You know?
Yeah, I know.
You do know that. So those people there, they're not living good. They've got a lot of money. It looks beautiful. You know what I mean? They've got hundreds of thousands of pounds, dollars, whatever currency they're using, but they're not happy. That is the main thing you need to be. You need to be happy within. You need to be on the pursuit of happiness. You know what I mean? If you're not on that road there, no amount of money in the world can change your life. I mean within. I'm not talking about this external realm, I'm talking about within.
That's why the transfer is important from the wicked to the righteous, because what we're going to have to do, or what we will do, is to make sure that, I mean, when we build those communities, we build them strong. Now, there's only ever been one type of money on the planet, you know, and that's the money that was here, that was seeded. We were sent here to mine for gold. If you look at the Anunnakis, you know what I'm saying? Gold, silver, platinum. I've spoken about these commodities, and the American made gold a tier 1 asset on par with the US dollar last year, like it isn't, because they know it is real money. It's a tangible asset. Now, if you're not invested in these things, then when this paper, plastic, whatever you use at the minute comes crashing down, and it already is. We saw what happened with the pension crisis in September in the UK. That was, you know, there's a movie that came out a couple of years ago called London's Fallen. Trust me, they put that out 2-3 years ago.
Predictive programming.
Because what they have to do is let you know what's going
on.
Yeah, through the movies they tell you what's going to happen, and it's called London's Fallen. I beg you do watch it. It has fallen. The whole system has fallen. What we've got is massive, massive money printing. And what you're going to now see, if you're not already seeing it, is this huge increase in prices. Properties are going to start coming down. Food and essentials are going to start going up. They already done the same thing with your utilities. And that's all because of this fake money that's been printed to oblivion. You've got a central bank that's printing money to buy back its own bonds. Hello? That's what they did to stop the 90% of pensions crashing. They would have gone to zero. So all those people that worked and toiled, you've given your money to these hedge funds and you've put it into these private insurance plans and so for your retirement, but you don't know who's been managing it for you. What they've done is taken your hard-earned money and gambled with it. It's like going into a casino with a couple of trillion and say, put it on black and red and red, come up. Guess what? They can walk away because it's not their money, it's yours. So if you've been paying into a pension for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, you imagine if you start working at 20 and you retire at 65, that's 45 years that you'd have paid into a private pension. It's not there. It's already gone. Now, what kind of life are you going to have without the means to? Because guess what? Regardless of what happens in this world in terms of the collapse, because look back at 1929, look at Weimar Republic, look at Venezuela. Life still went on, you know, but it made people in a world of pain. Yeah. And that's why it's important for you to take what you have now and convert it in order to build those safe havens. Build those communities strong, like they got in America and some states where your police can't go there. They're not needed because they take care of the community. You see what I'm saying? And those are the things that's what's going to happen. We don't need this overarching central government because look what's happened. 1 minute, Look what's happened with the overarching, overbearing, bureaucratic central bank and your governments. Look what's happened. You've taken the control out of the hands of the many and put it into the hands of the few. And I'll tell you something now, if the few were like you and like I and SDS, guess what? Oh, what a wonderful world we'll be living in. But they're not. Abundance. They're demonic forces, trust me. Come in, my youth.
You know what? What comes to my head was, you see the master teachers that me and you are both tapped into? Not one of them work for anybody. And you notice that?
No.
Why is that? Because they master themselves. This is what I was talking about earlier. It's how you use the money as well.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, if you have a lot of love for life and you end up building your own business, you end up working for yourself and helping others create their own businesses. It's a domino effect.
Yes.
Whatever's within you has an effect on other people. So when you look at these master teachers, it's no surprise that none of them work for anybody because they've mastered themselves.
You're the boss.
They're the boss.
You're the boss. What was Dame Jazz saying about when he was signing the artist? What did he say about
He said.
Yeah, we said. Mate.
He said, I don't want you to be signed to me. I want a partnership.
Yes.
He said because it sounds weird. You sign into me.
I own you.
You
signed yourself over to me.
He said, what I want you to do is become your own businessman. Right. You know, because he's thinking from a business perspective, not from a major label CEO type of perspective where they want to own your soul. He's not trying to do that. He's not dealing with that.
He's a good man.
He's a great, trust me.
So all them artists out there that have said, they've signed to such and such, they've literally signed their souls away.
Because what he was talking about, for your art, you're going to get 10% of the earnings. He said that doesn't make any sense. He said
it's your art.
You're only going to get 10% of the profits.
Yeah.
That basically means that they're robbing you.
Yeah, of course they are.
You know
and that's
what
they've always done. Look at the boxers. Who do they have to have? They have to have a manager. What does the manager get paid? You're the one in there taking their licks, yeah? And the manager did their rubbing your hand. Look at the footballers when they're doing a transfer. Who does the transfer?
Yeah,
why is that third party interloper there?
Yeah.
They're not needed. It's peer to peer. I want to do a transaction with STF. You tell me why me I forgot send the money to my bank account and my bank account send it to we should just be able to do peer to peer. Sat here with our phones next to each other, go on to the whatever crypto wallet. Yeah, how much was this?
Send it over.
Instant. Now you tell me who's in the middle grabbing his 30 or 40 pounds. If you want to do a bank transfer, it's all 30 and 40 quid to send your own money.
Because also, Dane Nash was talking about, Ye, Kanye,
Yeah.
his name is.
Right, William.
He said that the difference with him and Kanye is that Ye's getting controlled by other forces.
He signed.
So basically, he said he can't be happy. Going back to what I was saying earlier, he said he can't be really happy because he hasn't got full control. Whereas Dane Dash has full control. If he wants to take 3 months off, he will.
Yeah.
It's his choice. You know what I mean? Whereas other people that have been put in positions, just man, they're under a lot of control. Their life looks glamorous, looks beautiful, looks wonderful. Like I was saying earlier, the image.
Look what's happening.
The image
to them.
looks absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
You've got mansions, you've got billions of dollars, but they're under serious control, fam.
They look
Trust me.
happy. Look at Britney. Look at Kanye when Kanye kicked off at that concert and he started talking about Jay-Z running up on him and rah. Do they look happy? No.
If you was to see behind the scenes,
With
trust
them, I
me,
think
you won't even want to tap into.
No.
Trust me, I don't even need to get into.
no,
it,
but it's true. You wouldn't want it. Trust me, you wouldn't want it. See, what we have is far greater than what they have because they've got. It's the physical things, and the physical things they've been able to have because of the fiat currency that's been pushed into their pockets. You go up there and sing how we want to sing, say this, do that, and we'll pay you zillions. Guess what? All of that has to come to an end, and it already is because people, like I said, you're going to have a bipolar world where the US and it's USD or USDC or whatever digital currency, trust me, it will play second fiddle to the BRICS nations. And like I was saying before, there's that 80% of the world are actually buying oil from Russia. About 80% of Europe.
Okay.
You think them are going to make them people freeze because America says, you know what, it's like me and SDS, right? We've got a third party who we're friends with, and we decide to not talk to him. So SDS said, "Oh, I'm not talking to him either." Yo, that friend is providing you with what it is you need. You're gonna cut him off.
No,
You're gonna say, "You know what? I hear that you got a little bit of problem with him, but you know what? Me not a problem with him."
Providing a service.
Me not have a problem with him, because my people them need to be warm.
Yeah.
So 80%, and they guess what they're doing? They're paying for it because Russia said, look, yo, we can supply you, but what you're going to do? We're going to give you a real sweetheart deal, but guess what you're going to do? Pay me in rubles. And that's exactly what they're doing. So all these US dollars, whether it's on a screen or whether it's physical, that these countries have got, is of no use to them. So it's going to have to go where? Back to America. You see what I'm trying to say? So that means the currency is going to crash because ain't nobody using it. They're going to back their currency by gold, and even it's in a digital format, it'll be on a blockchain and it'll be backed by gold. If it's not got a tangible asset to it, then trust me, you don't need it, because that's what they want to give you, something that what you already had. But this way, it's got an expiration date. You got to this, you got to that. You don't do this, you don't that. Well, we lock it off. Don't let somebody have that control over your life and the lives of your offspring. They're yours, and you have to take care of them. And guess what? Because the opportunity that the universe is presenting us with now, the Creator is presented with us now, is saying, yo, unufid coming at the silver. Grab what little you can, put it on. It's a wealth transfer. So whatever you got, and I don't care how little it is, transfer it into those tangibles. If you have a mind to get involved in some of the cryptos, because it will help you, and you'll be able to help others, because it is coming into the hands of the righteous, good men and women.
And that's what Dane Dash was on about,
Yes.
tangible assets.
Yes.
Because when you get to a certain mindset, especially when you're dealing with money, you realise that it's not the money.
No.
Going back to what I said, it's a man-made thing.
Yeah.
It's about your assets. That's what's going to give you your true worth.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So yeah, invest in that, most definitely.
Imagine the ability to buy land, yeah, where there's water, where you can grow your food. Who can come in there and interfere and tell you, say, yeah, I have to do X, Y, and Z? It's yours. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm talking about. The community that you build, got to be like-minded people. You can't bring in the little laggerhead people them, you know, who out of fear run come, and then when things feel a little bit sweeter, then start carry on with them ways and start mash up your community. So it's got to be a real structured, constitutional, you know what I'm saying, community.
I'm going to end it on this as well, yeah. Dream big. Don't dream little, dream big. Realize how powerful your mind is. You can envision the reality that you want within this one, and it can manifest due to your action and due to what you do in your life. Realize how powerful you are, you know.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Mighty men and women.
Not all of them, but quite a lot of them, shall I say, the billionaire mindset. Trust me, when you tap into that, you'll realize what we're dealing with. It's all about living in abundance. That is your natural state. Remember that.
That's how the Creator meant it to be. Yeah. That's why we're provided with so much. We can walk on road and pick it and eat. Do you know what I'm saying?
Everything's here for us.
Exactly.
But it's about the frequency that you tapped into. And you know what we're dealing with. Yeah. Love, baby. Ooh, yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Big ups to all of you, you know. And that's all we really got to say for this one, you know.
Yes.
Keep working on your mind, body, and soul in order to achieve your goals, because we're there with you.
Spiritually.
STS, a Lady Crown, over and out. Peace and blessings.
Peace, my people.
Peace.